The Turtles are smashing everything in Marvel Strike Force. Is this a good or a bad thing? There's some Black Friday offers coming up next week. We have a preview of them. Are any of them going to be worth it? And Dark Dimension 5 being released today. How will the arrival of Dormammu change Marvel Strike Force? I'm discussing all of that and more with my brother Remanx on your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. What is up, brother Remanx? How have you been? It has been way too long. How are you enjoying Marvel Strike Force?
You know what? This team, Ikaris and Sersi, I like the theory crafting. Like, I'm in arena and I'm setting different offenses and defenses, and I'm getting challenges from my arena shard, or they're struggling, and then they figure it out when I change it. It's fun.
Hold on. You're confusing me. You said the word theory crafting in the same sentence as arena. Yeah. I've not experienced that in Marvel Strike Force for so long. Theory crafting is back?
It's back.
Oh my, I love it. I love that we can theory craft again and not be forced to use these 5-person teams. And it's all because of this guy, Ikaris.
Yeah.
Impact. What is the impact of Ikaris in Marvel Strike Force? He has changed arena.
What are you taunting me?
Yeah. I got kind of lucky. I got kind of lucky.
Man,
hey. You did it correctly this time, Remanx. We never know when the beams are gonna come.
I've been playing with the FPS shooters, so my reflexes are good. What the hell, Valley? Come on, man. That's like throwing salt in the wound. You know how many red star orbs I open, including.
You want to feel even worse? You want to know how many orbs I opened?
Just go away. 3. Go away. I don't care.
Less than that. All right. Anyway, Ikaris, very, very impactful in Marvel Strike Force, changing arena. I think for the better. Some people think for the worse. This is power leaping. We've had the power leap earlier this year with Silver Surfer Kestrel. Now we got 2 characters that are around the same power level with synergy, with arena synergy. But I think this is a good thing. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? I know this is upsetting some people, and maybe for the long-term health of the game, maybe not a good thing. But right now, this is making this game way more fun for me. What is your experience with this team, with Ikaris, with Sersi, everything else going into Marvel Strike Force right now?
You know what? I'm going to say this. I think we're short-sighted when we're looking at the end of the Infinity Watch. Infinity Watch is still going to be part of that grand tournament that they're forecasting. That we have to start talking about that, Valley. Our wider roster that we've been kind of building, and we're like, but we have to build up teams, and well, that's going to become into factor if we're using our entire roster against an opponent during these tournament time periods that happen. And I think we have to kind of understand that nothing's ever really kind of phased out. Like the expansion of War, the expansion of Grand Tournament, having a wider roster is going to favor you. But again, this team is fun. It's living up to its potential. It's not the dark. This is more like symbiote Spider-Man than the Pimtech disaster of last year.
Okay. So what do you mean by that? Symbiote Spider-Man was very early last year. Pimtech was very late in the year. Unlocked Dr. Octopus. What do you mean by that? I'm not following. I thought I did, but I'm not following what you're saying.
That Dark Dimension tag, right?
Yes.
There's always that. So
I got you.
Yeah, they built that Pimtech and they were useless everywhere else. So they gave us an arena team.
Yeah, the arena tag is what really I'm interested in. That Dark Dimension tag, all the stuff they do in Dark Dimension, that's cool. But I'm going through Dark Dimension 5 2 times, and then I'm never playing that again. Arena, I'm doing this stuff every single day. So that arena tags that they give is super, super important. I forgot about the tag on Symbiote Spider-Man, but yeah. And as far as for me, fun. This is very, very fun team. Has this upped your level of fun that you're having in Marvel Strike Force, not just in arena, but other game modes as well? Or is this kind of just another new team for you?
I hit auto in the raid and the Doom raid, and I just hit auto on the Mystic nodes, and it just blows them up.
Are you hitting auto in arena? And is that a good thing? I like hitting auto in arena.
I'm hitting auto in arena and winning in under 3 seconds.
Yes. Instead of the 5-minute battle that you have to play the whole match, I like this team a lot better. Now, the other thing that this team is doing, they're smashing teams in War, not just as a team. Yes, you pair them with 3 other characters, they'll smash other teams, but we saw footage earlier this week of them smashing the Marauders, other teams. This is footage, and I got to give a shout out to, I'm not sure how to pronounce this person's name, Hugie or Huggy, of two Eternals fighting the Heroes for Hire, the most hated war defense team, and winning. So yeah, Infinity Watch is destroyed in Arena. Heroes for Hire is destroyed in War. What can't these guys do?
Spare your wallet.
Yeah.
They can't spare your. So the problem. So what happens with this? Everybody who loves these team are people who got high red stars like yourself, who could build them up.
You know what though? Yeah. I only have 4 gold stars on him, so pretty much I have 4 gold stars on Ikaris right now. So it doesn't matter the rest of the stars. It's not about the stars. It's that they're smashing Heroes for Hire. They're making Arena more fun. I'm loving this team. At least right now in the short term, I'm loving this team.
Yeah. No, I mean to be clear, I think this team is kind of continuing the trend that there are new teams coming out that feel powerful, are fun to play, and since Skeleton, I think we've seen that.
Yeah, they've done a good job releasing characters this year that are impactful. My only pushback is that dirty war defense Heroes for Hire team. But other than that, I think that they've done a good job with the teams and making them value. Now, yesterday I did a video about the history of the meta. And I want to talk to you about where you think this is going to take the meta. Because we made a joke about theory crafting. There wasn't a lot of theory crafting in Arena because of the 5-person team of the Black Order, the 5-person team in Infinity Watch. But outside of that, we've had a lot of theory crafting, a big span between Ultron and Phoenix before the Black Order, a little bit of a time between the Black Order and Infinity Watch, and now it looks like we're having more theory crafting again. So do you think that we're going to get more Eternals, more of this preset team, or do you like the direction of these incomplete teams? And we have to figure out who is the best version of War Arena offense, War Arena defense, and just let the players figure it out. And it may not be the same for everybody because of red stars and things like that.
I feel like this is probably this time period to kind of, and I think they actually analyzed it pretty carefully about what happened with the Arena meta, like you did the history of the Arena meta. I've been talking about that. I think it's good to talk about. And so going from Shield, Avengers, Shield, BH, then to the Phoenix, and you had hybrids in between, and then you had the Ultron dropped right after Phoenix. Then you had. So you had Ultron.
For some of us, it took a lot longer to get through Dark Dimension 2.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, and then after that, you had Black Bolt come in and change the Ultron meta. So what this is the Ultron meta right now, the pre-Ultron meta. This is that Phoenix team in the Arena. This is the building of the hybrid team. So this is setting the stage for both the ability to challenge Dormammu and insert Dormammu.
Okay, so I kind of like that direction. This is Phoenix. Dormammu is Ultron. So we're kind of returning to, I think, a decent place for Arena. Arena was in a really decent place with a diverse meta. And yeah, I think that is where we're going to turn. And that does make me happy, you know? I know some people not very happy that this is just destroying everything. This 2-person team is destroying everything before that, but you know what? It's made the game more fun for me. So I like the direction that this is going. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys like these incomplete teams, or would you rather have the complete teams that we've had in the past? Now, Ikaris is getting an event. We did see a Datamine about that earlier this week. And we don't have a date for it, though. Recruit Ikaris, join the ranks of the Eternals, limited time event. It looks like it's going to be kind of a combination between what we're seeing right now with this As Seen on TV event, with these 48-hour milestones, what we've seen previously with the Lady Deathstrike event, with some other twists in it. Did you go ahead and read this whole Datamine and see what we have to expect with this Ikaris event?
Yeah, so I feel like this might be a very similar to like a combination of the best of Lady Deathstrike and some of Shang-Chi. Okay. So I kind of look at it as kind of like a hybrid between the two. That being said, I do believe that there is going to be there's a leaderboard So it looks like you're going to have like competing against other folks. They were getting a payout with the gold promotion credits and these shards. So there's like going to be a little bit of a leaderboard.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's the leaderboard, and those 48-hour milestones is where I'm comparing to the as seen on TV milestones that we have right now.
So I mean, I think it's gonna be a kind of a hybrid event. I think they're testing something else out. It all depends on how many shards you can get. At the end of the day, that's how we evaluate events. How many shards does the community get, right? Yes. So and what else do we get, right? So we'll have to stay tuned. There hasn't been a lot of information. I think we might get something in the blog tomorrow about this, and then probably have it drop by the weekend or early next week. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, this of course this is data mine. Everything in data mines are subject to change, but I'm with you. I think tomorrow we'll get this announced officially. We'll have everything there. You're getting some decent things in there. You're getting some yellow pieces for I think it's the Hawkeye costume there. We're getting some teal parts, orange gear parts, purple gear parts, more currency for these eternal connections trait that is not in the game right now. So looks like a very good stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think the big thing is what you said. How many shards for Ikaris are we going to be able to obtain? I hope it's a lot. I hope this is a very friendly event. I hope this is something that infuses more fun into the game. Any other thoughts on this event before we move on to the event that we have going on right now?
Yeah, so just the events lately with that store with the agency you have to kind of select your own stuff. I mean, the LDS one was great. The Shang-Chi was great. It looks like they're leaning back into that. So it seems like they're taking some cues from the community and trying to find a balance.
Yeah, I gotta say, I do like the store that they did. Before we had those orbs, we had those 3 orbs. Sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you wouldn't. But now we get to choose just the stuff we want. So I gotta say, I like what they're doing with that store and that change that they've made. But we have an event going on right now. We talked about this. There's some similarities with this event and the upcoming Ikaris event, that 48-hour milestone. Having this ranking, getting extra rewards for that. What are your thoughts on this as seen on TV event, though? Was this what you were expecting? We're expecting better rewards. Are these rewards better than you thought, as far as based on the amount of time that we have to actually spend in the game to get these, or are these exactly what you would expect?
They're good. They're good. It's not a lot of rotation. It's not hard to do. I've got the costume equipped already, and I think you probably are pretty close yourself.
Yeah, we got the costume this morning on stream.
Yeah,
a little disappointing as far as the look of the costume, but it's not one of their better costumes. But I still enjoy unlocking these grindy type events.
You know what? It's their homage to the series with using the framework they already had.
It could have looked better. It could have looked better. It could have looked more like it did in this series. But I digress. What are your initial thoughts on this event, brother?
Yeah, no. So at the end of the day, the gold promotion credits were a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Now I was thinking that you get this one time, but no. Every time you get this 5 times through the life of the events, which means that you get a potential, if you're doing crazy amounts, 50-50 of these gold promotion credits, which are kind of expensive. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. There was an offer for 45 shards or 45 gold promotion credits for $50. You thought that was a great deal. I was like, this is not a great deal. This does not even unlock. You got to buy that twice, and it's still not 100 of those gold promotion credits to get one thing.
You buy it 3 times, and if you just did your if you're doing this milestone and you're doing the what is it called, the chaos theory, you get the.
Yeah, in conjunction with other stuff, but just those offers, just those 3 offers alone is not going to get you that 7-star.
But they always come out with chaos theory because they do push you over the edge. I was able to get 2 6 red stars, or 1 7. So the idea behind it is it's always there for a reason. It's always there as like if you just did chaos theory, it got you a 7 red star, a 6 to a 7. So agency, like I have pulled. I bought every red star offer. I'm trying to get. I look at your Ikaris and I cry. I had a 3 red star up until about a day ago.
Okay.
Well, and I've opened hundreds of orbs, and I know you're the problem with that. But thank goodness I use Amazon coins.
Oh yes, Amazon coins. If you're buying these trashy red star offers, at least save up to 20% off all these off your purchases with Amazon coins. But Yeah, I think this is a good event. The rewards are okay, but the additional time that I'm spending end game is not that great, you know. And I did anything with teal gear, anything with uniforms that I could grind for, I like. But let's move on. We have a blitz going on right now that wasn't supposed to be happening. We were supposed to get a trashy Yellow Jacket Blitz or a Wasp Blitz or something. That didn't. Wasp. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse than Yellow Jacket. It's a Wasp Blitz. Character's been farmable for a while, but we got Red Guardian. What are your thoughts on this? Were you happy that we got this? I know I thought this was a much better Blitz, but some people were needing those Wasp shards for Doc Ock. Doc Ock, right? I'm getting confused on these legendary. So they needed those Wasp shards. We have the Doc Ock returning. Was this a better Blitz or a worse Blitz in your opinion?
So they needed the shards, what, for Jubilee, right?
I'm getting confused. Jubilee is Pimtech.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyway, they needed shards for a legendary character. Is this better? Is this Red Guardian better or is Wasp better?
You're not going to make anybody happy when you make a mistake like this. Leaving it up allows them to not have to try to balance compensation. I think it was the right decision, so that people have it. I think we may still get some compensation from this because of the fact that people may not have done their event because they probably were, they probably just did the milestones to get gold. So instead of having to have that disparity of gold that got injected into the system, they figured this out. They said, just let it run. This is probably better for more players at the end of the day. And I think I get it. If you wanted Wasp shards, you should have started earlier.
You should have wailed harder, Commanders, if you wanted those Wasp shards.
You should have started back in 2018 when they were.
I think the way, regardless, for some people the Wasp would have been better. For I think majority of the people, the Red Guardian was better. But regardless of which Blitz would have been better for you, I think the way they handled this, I would agree, very good. Leaving it up, letting it go.
Communication on the spot, right, right out there with the right amount of time so that we can react to it.
Yeah, I did. This is great communication. Obviously, I don't want the bugs to keep happening. I would have wanted them to do what they say they're going to do, but if they're not going to do what they're going to do, handle it like this. So yeah, kudos to the way they handled this bug. It looks like we're getting a little less crashing. We had an update this morning, and I think this is second update in less than a week. I think this is just on Android because I didn't see any indication on my iPhone that there was an update. So BlueStacks, Android, whatever Play Store you're doing, there's an update going on.
Amazon had one too.
Amazon App Store. That is actually you're remembering to promote that's way better than me. But so I didn't notice a lot of crashing. The game would crash for me a little bit every now and then on stream, but it wasn't super prevalent. Was this something that was affecting you a lot? And did this update make a difference for you if it was?
I crashed a little bit, but I will say that I'm hearing people that are still crashing after this with blitzing. So I got to verify that. Okay. So it seems like they're trying to find the memory issue that's happening on Android, and this is kind of the whenever they try to unlock all the potential of Android, this is the problem that they have. So they have that new frame rate unlock to make it look better, and unfortunately, depending on the device, your memory may be being taxed. So I think they're still going to take some. If you're having any problems, make sure you communicate them. Your crashing is not normal for the game. So I know that they're trying to get this fixed as soon as possible, and it's a high priority.
Yes, so make sure you download the latest update. I don't think it's required to run the game, but do it, and hopefully it solves issues if you're having them. And if you're still having them, then write into support, and hopefully they could fix those very, very soon. All right, big thing, and we're both in the Sanctum Supreme. What is this called?
Sanctum Sanctorum.
Sanctum Sanctorum. We're both here because of this guy. Availability updates for our boy Doctor Strange coming not in a costume form, coming as a brand new character. So let me read this. We realized the version of Doctor Strange from What If would fit perfectly in new content as a new character. So in the near future, the Doctor Strange will be removed. The costume for Doctor Strange will be removed. It's already removed. but it will return as a brand new playable character in 2022. We're not ready to announce a team that the new Doctor Strange will be part of, but have fun theorizing and discussing. All right, so let's have our fun, Remanx. What are your theories? What are your what do you want to discuss about this? There's been a lot of different teams that have been theorized. Midnight Suns, a what if team. What are you leaning towards? Where is Doctor Strange going in 2022?
So Doctor Strange himself is probably going to be positioned as a counter to Dormammu. So this character will be that arena counter, is my guess. Whether or not he needs a whole team or he becomes like a part of a two-piece, or he works with WandaVision and the Wanda with the Wanda rework with the sorcerer,
Wanda and Spiderman.
Well, I mean with the Multiverse of Madness movie coming out, this should probably line up with that and be the release they do with it. So they can probably do something along those lines.
Dude, off the top of your head, do you know the Multiverse of Madness date release that they're talking for? And that's 2022, right? Not 2023. Yeah. Okay,
it is 2022. I want to say it's was it either February or May? I don't remember. I can't.
Okay,
off the top of my head, those are the two dates that pop up. I might be getting. It's before Love and Thunder. So
okay. So the dates I do think kind of lines up with that. So do you think we're gonna get Wong in the game at that point? He's been in like every Marvel movie this year, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, potentially. I mean, it definitely could be some type of, like maybe a team up with Mordo. We don't know.
Anything making you lean towards the Midnight Suns? We did have that game announced early this year. I think it got delayed, but do you think that's the direction that Scopely could be going?
So three pieces of the puzzle. There's a lot of anniversaries coming up. So if you look towards the anniversaries, they are celebrating some of the occult characters that have been in the game, like Ghost Rider. So a Midnight Suns rework where they can kind of reduce on a Supernatural 2.0 could definitely be something that we see.
Would you want it more of a Supernatural 2.0 with reworks to Ghost Rider, Scarlet Witch, or would you want this on a whole new team?
I honestly think that he's going to wind up being the arena counter to like the hard arena counter to Dormammu, just from that, and how they do that is going to probably depend on where we are in the game. A lot of times what they're doing more accurately now is they're kind of understanding what we need and bringing out teams that we need, but they also are doing it like they're creating that need. So they're creating a need with Dormammu, and it seems like they might be positioning Doctor Strange to be the solution.
Possibly, but that does make sense. But as we know, it's hard to predict what Scopely is going to do. So we will have to see with that. Now, you did mention him as a counter to Dormammu. Well, we are getting Dark Dimension 5 in just a few short hours. It's opening this realm November 18th, today, 4 p.m. Pacific, in just a few short hours. Start prepping your teams now. Are you prepped for Dark Dimension 5, Remanx?
Nope.
No? Okay. What are you predicting as far as your release date for Dormammu? Sometime in 2021? Are you waiting or you think it's going to be sometime next year?
48 hours.
Wait, 48 hours for the community. What about you? I'm talking about you before we get to the predictions of...
Me, I'm looking probably towards February.
February. Oh, that long? Okay. Because you were the earlier people in Dark Dimension 3 and 4. You're pushing it.
I was top 100. Dark Dimension 3, I was 313.
Not pushing it so much this one though.
I think the problem with this is I would have had to throw a lot more cores at it, and I don't have enough information to kind of just to put teams together yet, and theory crafting yet. So I'll probably get in there by the end of the week.
Okay, in Dark Dimension. Okay,
but I won't be able to finish it for a while.
Yeah. Now you said 48 hours. You think that the first Dormammu is going to be released into the wild within 48 hours of this being released?
Yeah.
Tadano Mac, or are you predicting someone else?
I'm not. You know what? I have no skin in that game, but I will tell you that just knowing. So I do that sheet for DD5, the DD5 planner. We do that. So
yeah.
If you want, I'll send you a link so you have it. You can put it on the video for people who are planning on this. But that's just the knowing how much resources are available, what they're getting from the average store reset, that people actually cap out their course expenditure every single time the shop resets to get this stuff. I and the number of raids that these guys are doing at top level, that there are people with 20 plus characters ready to go.
All right, so 48 hours, someone's going to have Dormammu. What kind of impact do you think he's going to make in the game? Is he going to be the new pair that goes with, or is he going to be the new character that goes with the Eternals and being just all over arena offense, already defense, kind of like Ultron did when people were unlocking him with Dark Dimension 2?
Yeah, so his passive basically makes it so that you actually suffer from the extra mystics. Because you get extra resistance for the extra mystics in the team, so it actually is designed to kind of take into account the Eternals being brought in on both sides of the fight.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's dominating arena. War, is he going to be a single man army in War taking out Heroes for Hire? He has trauma. He does have trauma. So is he going to be another Heroes for Hire counter for us?
He could be on offense. I have a feeling we're going to see him on defense just because he is going to be, you put 4 other good guys with him. Imagine putting him with Doom in War, and Doom gets a revive.
Ugh.
there you go. So you're welcome for anybody who's getting him.
Now, raids, I don't see him making too much of an impact. We already got a lot of great Mystic characters. I don't think we need more, but anything in Mist? Is he gonna change any Mystic raids at all?
Oh yeah, I mean to be very clear, if you're not doing your current Mystic lane in less than 3 minutes, well, if you have Dormammu, you will.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so full auto.
Yeah, full auto, just eyes closed.
Love it. All right. So yeah, Dormammu, people, you should start seeing him this week. Let me know your thoughts on Dormammu once you start to see him. All right. We got some upgrades or some changes to StarTech Alliance donations. Now, this isn't really affecting players that have already maxed it out. This is to help players that are not maxed out catch up even sooner. The donations, you're getting double experience from your donations. You're getting increase in Alliance experience to donate. How much and StarTech? You're also getting StarTech, the reduced cost to get the StarTech upgrades. How much do you think this is going to affect mid-game newer alliances that are trying to catch up with that? Do you think this is going to help people get to that max level, within 3 months as opposed to maybe 9 months, or this is going to be half the time? How much of an impact do you think this is going to have for those alliances?
So this should have happened a while ago. This is a new player experience thing that I've been barking up this tree a lot. If you go into the Envoy chat, I've been talking about this for well over a year about how this needs to happen. I'm glad it's finally happening. It just makes sense because this has been prohibitive of new players or new groups of players coming to the game, being able to do this and have them grow and not feel that power sink. I mean, I call it the philosopher effect. Poor philosopher wasn't able to max it out for a long time.
And he was still smashing with his because his roster was so big. So yeah, this is really good. Anything that helps newer players, mid-game players get to that in-game fast, I think is good. This doesn't affect a lot of players directly, but indirectly, when you're having alliances that are more competitive and getting up to that level a lot sooner, or to that in-game level a lot sooner, I think this is a good thing. Now, what are you doing with all of your alliance credits now, Remanx? Are you spending it? Are you saving it?
I'm buying them red stars. I don't think there's going to be a change to what this does.
Red stars. All right. So what I'm doing with all these alliance credits, which you get for donating to your lines, all the way at the bottom, you got a couple options here. Elite War credits, normal War credits, Elite 4 credits. You're spending them on Elite 4 stuff. I'm spending them on these Elite War credits, and the reason is because after Dark Dimension 3 and 4 have been finished, we got these War Orbs. We got this War Orb 1. We got this War Orb 2. I'm thinking there's going to be a War Orb 3 coming at some point, sometime when someone finishes Dark Dimension 3. So I'm buying all this stuff. What do you think? You think Elite credits are a little more value for you, though?
For me, I mean, at the end of the day, I do get a nice influx of credits, but I have to build up characters, and the only way I've been able to do it is to be able to spend those. I mean, I've got like 80 G15 characters, so it's something up there. It's up there. I got quite a few, and I think that's the thing is I've had to use a lot of those to make my characters viable, so I can do things that you don't have to. So I've spent my credits So yeah, I think the Elite War credits is a really good call out. So I think that's a good call for the community. At the end of the day, it's more resources for you. So you know, that's more SBCs. That's gonna, like, if they don't do the war credits, and hopefully if they don't decide to do that, they can make an announcement and you can open up some other ones. But I think that you're not wrong.
Now, a lot of speculation from the community. You know, I'm thinking that there is going to be a War Orb 3 sometime, and I'm predicting February. The reason I'm predicting February, they got to give people time to unlock Dormammu. And normally in the past, they've went away in December, they've went away in January, and then February is when you start to see some bigger changes. That's why I'm saying February, but potentially January. When do you think we're going to get an Elite 3 Orb, if we're going to get an Elite 3 Orb?
If we get it, it'll probably be about 3 weeks from now.
3 weeks. Oh, that's even better than I think. I would be so happy if that's that.
If we got it, it would probably be right before they go to vacation.
Okay. So I'm thinking when they get back, that's even better if they do it before they go. So then let me know your thoughts, guys. When do you think we're gonna get one? Are we gonna get one? And I'm just saving. Do you think they're gonna use? They're gonna go scummy and change what it would cost as far as to open an Elite 3, or they're going to use these same Elite War credits?
I think they're probably going to use the same, because they would kind of, you know, but I will tell you one thing that'll happen is teal gear is a little bit different, because these are obviously orange war gear, or didn't give you, you know, it wasn't around when G13 was out. So this is more like G13. So this isn't like G. So I'm wondering if they debated the idea, and you know, I wish they'd make an announcement either way, so that we know, like, because when this comes out, the people who hoarded are going to get rewarded, but you've penalized your roster for hoarding. Like, you have been able to upgrade as much of your roster. That's a whole other story. I personally, I think any game that rewards hoarding consistently, it needs to take a look at their structure, because they're holding people back.
Scopely, you hear that? Remanx is saying you need to look at your structure. I suggest that you do that. All right, but we got more changes. Not just Star Tech, we got trauma changes. Now, you were testing this a lot. This so you know a little bit more about this than I do. He was smashing people before. Omega Red is smashing the Heroes for Hire. He was doing his job. What is this going to change? Having this, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but it seems a little more impactful as far as the actual gameplay than what it sounds like on paper. So what is the actual effect that this is going to have? Getting that trauma lasting longer.
I'll make it really simple. This was a response to, because the community didn't understand how it worked, because specifically with the interaction with Deadpool and with Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and more specifically Kestrel. Why the characters were healing and it wasn't having negative effects, because it was just the order of operations when the certain things happen in the order at the start of the character's turn. This makes trauma more effective. This is an effective nerf.
Nerf to the other characters, or nerf to trauma itself?
Let me finish. It's a nerf to Dormammu / Doom, because it makes it so that they're a little more vulnerable to things like trauma stun combo, which is the way to take them out. But more importantly, it does make the trauma from Dormammu more powerful.
Wait, I thought you said it was a nerf to Dormammu.
It makes it so that you can target him with the trauma / stun.
Okay.
While you deal with his team, but it also makes it's kind of a caveat. There's two sides to this puzzle. I'm not a big fan of changing it this way. I do think it makes Omega Red probably an arena meta with the Eternals coming up soon. But
yeah, I'm actually seeing Omega Red in arena right now because of the trauma. So
yeah. So and I think so. It makes trauma better. I'm a little concerned about the impact it'll have on Dormammu, but that's a problem everybody will have. So I think it. So the right thing they did was they honored the community's. This was because of the community, right? So they honored the community's input. They wanted to make sure it was easier to understand.
And was this just for perception, so people wouldn't think that the characters wasn't working and these things were expiring, or was this for actual gameplay and mechanics?
I mean, it expanded the power of trauma. So if they probably took a look at each one of the boxes that it checked, was it easier for the community to understand? Yes. Because when there's these case by case scenarios where the community's like, I don't think this works the way it's supposed to, it was better just to make it work better so that trauma had more power. Yeah. So it was a good response to the community. I wish and maybe it wasn't as easy as I think it is. I wish they just would have done it at the end of the start of the turn. I did talk about that because it would have solved the problem with like Kestrel and Deathpool. But that would have had addressed the order of operations, and I'm not sure that's something they can do easily.
All right. Well, I'm very short-sighted. If it makes Heroes for Hire worse, regardless of how it affects the other characters, it makes Heroes for Hire worse. I like it. I like the change. So I'm a very simple guy.
Yeah, you're like, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. We got some other changes that clarification, I guess, is the more accurate word on Sersi. She was just announced, and text correction in the near future for Sersi's level 7 upgrade. Currently, the text is missing. 10% of this character's max health as Barry for self and Ikaris ally in arena. 10% of this character's max health for Barry and other allies. And it's just the combat behavior is correct, remain unchanged, but it's the text. So this is correct, right? Just combat, nothing impacting combat, just text change that they forgot to add this. And
if you did the tier 4, you notice it said 30% of the barrier. If you didn't, it said at the 20%, the T3, it didn't have the when you clicked on the T4, it didn't show the extra 10%. It was in the game briefly in the U.S. translation, but the folks who were it didn't get translated, so it wasn't on everybody's game, and they fixed it recently. So it got translated and it's in the game files.
So it's working correctly. It wasn't reading correctly. Now it's reading correctly and working correctly.
Yep.
Okay. We got a couple events that happened. We had a couple bonus events or some legendary events return. We had Doc Ock return. Magneto is coming back. Are these guys even still relevant? I know Doom or Ock is used in a tech section, but Magneto, I don't know if he's really relevant now. Where are these characters being used now by you?
Magneto is potential counter to anytime you see a Silver Surfer team.
Okay. And you're talking war offense or war defense?
A war offense. He's on war defense. I'm going to say Magneto's in that category of a legendary that's still legendary, right? He still has, because so much of it's kit based, as long as you have a couple of members of his team, he's going to go significantly faster than some of the current meta out there. He's the original speed creep. But more importantly, when we're talking about what this next iteration of Grand Tournament's going to bring, the expansion, having them on the roster, on a wide roster, they're still absolutely relevant.
There is rumors of a Hellfire Club coming in April, and Magneto's name has been thrown around in that team as well. So, maybe not. I mean, maybe just a war character now, but maybe even more down the road, especially with Grand Tournament and rumors of a rework coming for him as well. What about Doc Ock? Where are you using Doc Ock right now?
Well, I mean, don't forget. I mean, Fury may unlock can unlock a legendary. Maybe Magneto unlocks a legendary down the road. So
that's interesting. Okay.
So, it could happen. So Doc Ock is.
What? The legendary unlocking a legendary, rumored to be a horseman. There's rumors of more horsemen coming, so maybe Magneto is unlocking another horseman. That's very. All right, never mind. I see the way your eyes are going. All right, Doc Ock. Sorry, Doc Ock. Where are you using Doc Ock right now?
So Doc Ock, he's kind of a plug and play character. You can use him with the Sinister Six. You can use him with X Factor as a fourth member to take on Black Order. You could use him. Probably you're going to be on your short list for Dark Dimension 5 and Legendary. So I think that's the thing about him is he's got a nice kit. He's got a ton of health. He has a ton of damage. So he won't be sunset so quickly in the Legendary category.
There was a Doc Ock I faced in War. He was over 200K. I was punching down with a pretty big Axeman, and I did not notice that all the power was in that Doc Ock. I actually lost the battle. Timed out of the battle because that Doc Ock was so big. I'm like, oh, The rest of the team was nothing. And Anyway, Doc Ock is still very, very relevant. All right. Any other thoughts on those two characters before we move on to some sales coming up this week?
You can do the sales. Let's go. I haven't seen them.
Just sales. All right. We have Datamines about some offers for Thanksgiving. Thank you for being a valuable member of Marvel Strike Force. Check back every day through 11/29. Now, we have a Thanosgiving Orb, and it looks like we have some Thanosgiving Events. Earn a wide variety of character shards from a gold jackpot. They're also talking about one core blitzes here, or one core offers here. The Prestige Orb has different values there, and you're winning up to 300 shards of select characters from 2021. Maybe that wasn't a different one about the one shard offer, but there's the best of 2021 orb. There's some other stuff on that, but and then there's what, a 7 elite orb. I got a large one here, because this was the small data mine. This is the big data mine. Has a lot of the offers, doesn't have the prices though. So we're getting these offers: Alliance credits. Black Friday, you're getting silver promotion credits, orange catalyst parts, orange abilities, more deals with ISO 8s. Equal chance to get either a 3, 4, 5, or 6 for Kestrel, Yellow Jacket, Rocket Raccoon, Falcon, and Shocker. Why do they even put these old characters in? Why don't they just put Kestrel and some new characters? How much more would they sell with this one?
Well, they like to make you feel like you lost it sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say.
We got some purple offers to boost your Thanosgiving orbs with this purple offer. Inhumans orbs, we got a bunch of different green. We got green orbs with gear credits. Elite 7 with this one right here, a special Black Friday deal gets Elite 7 credits, costume credits, gear credits. Maybe that's something in conjunction with the Ikaris event that we talked about earlier. Special Black Friday deal, get Elite 6 credits, costume credits, ISO 8 orbs. We have Elite 5 credits. So it looks like a lot of times they did different tiers of the same offer. This looks like teal, orange, and purple of the same offer. Powering up your heroes, training modules, catalyst orbs. We got a blue ISO orb, which I guess is for the different blue ions, things like that. Anything else? Anything standing out to you? I'm just trying to read through these, and
all I'm gonna say is if you're in a supported country, use Amazon coins.
Yeah, because you could get 20% off. We're getting Red Star deals here in Humans. Magneto, something for Magneto there.
I would, like I said, I wouldn't go into there's like the Red Star drafts. I mean, there's up, so it's like they doing the 5, 6, and 7, and coming out again. So it is definitely a chance to power up your roster.
There's a lot of these drafts. Your symbiote draft. Some people are talking about getting that, a Black Order draft, Killmonger orb draft. We're getting a special Black Friday deal on orbs, Eternal Spirit currency offer. So that's definitely something in conjunction with that Ikaris event. Take advantage of one of these deals, Eternal Spirit offer. So just lots of deals here. What was the best thing last year, Black Friday, that you remember?
I think it was, what was it? The 6 Elite Orb, the $20 6 Elite Orb. I think
$35? $25. $25. Okay. I did buy that. I don't think I got anything good with that one, but
I think you did, and you lured it over. Maybe I don't know. At the end of the day, they're fun because I think it's nice to see them at a reduced cost. I'm not even sure, if the Elite Orbs have a ton of value, as much value they did last year. I think with these like this 5, 6, and 7 offers are interesting to me because people have been buying them and getting lucky and getting that 7 Red Star on like Wolverine or Sabretooth, and it's helped change your team's composition. So again, for me, let's take a look at the prices. If they're actually reduced from what we've seen from previous iterations, it could be good.
It should. This game is a year older than it was last year. It should cost less. Right?
I've been saying that this game is due for the equivalent of the Hyperdrive bundle, and I think it may be after Black Friday deals.
What is the Hyperdrive bundle? Just for I haven't played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for a while. What is that in a nutshell?
So in a nutshell, it's basically the everybody. It has value for everybody.
Okay.
And I think at some point with the grand tournament coming up, it's for powering
what does it do? What do you get in it? How much does it cost?
You basically get like I think it's almost like a 2-year catch up. You get a bunch of hit character shards, a bunch of stuff for like legendary unlocks. So a bunch of gear.
Yeah.
So basically, it's kind of like a catch up mechanic for people who are coming into the game.
We're due for that. Give us a Hyperdrive bundle. Get 2 years worth of catch up for new players. I love it. All right, we were discussing this. I just want to ask you real quick. Elite 7. Let's say they sell this straight up for Black Friday. I think it was the Elite 6 last year. What if they say this Elite 7? Most of the time, because of all the characters in here, it's probably going to be a crappy character. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
How much would you pay for this straight up? How much would you pay for this straight up?
I'm not going to tell you my price because if they're listening, they're going to change their price.
All right, mine's is $10. I would pay $10. Not even thinking about it as far as Elite 7. It's probably going to be a crappy character, but at $10, I could live with that.
You know, I got my last two where it was a hand assassin and a shield assault. So
oh my goodness, that is not worth $15 at all.
Yeah. All right. So yeah.
All right. Well, we talked about Thanosgiving coming. We having some Thanosgiving. We having blitzes. Oh, this is where they talk about the orb, I think. Face off against the other players in milestone rewards, including Thanos shards, Thanosgiving orb fragments. For limited time, the Thanosgiving orb will be used to open, or it will be available in a store from November 25th to November 29th. Of course, this is a data mine, so all this stuff is subject to change. Each orb contains a cornucopia of prizes, small and large, including ability orb training modules, a rare chance for a gold jackpot. So, and anything exciting? Is this speaking to you at all? Thanos shards. Elite.
I'll be honest with you. I love it because it's more of a play on the fact that you autocorrect thanks when you type in Thanos. So I think that's
awesome. True. That's true.
I think that's hysterical. So I love that it's meme worthy. So I think that's really why it's there.
I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah, because you were like, I remember like trying to type into chat. I'm like, can somebody hit Thanos? And it was like, can somebody hit thanks? And they're like, hit who? And I'm like, thanks.
I've typed thanks to you personally many times when I've meant to type Thanos. So yes.
Yeah. So I think it's funny. I've got to hop off, so I won't be here for the end of your the Spider-Man stuff and the Hawkeye stuff. I gotta hop on a conference call. But oh my god, I did it live and I was crying.
Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Let me just get your thoughts real quick on these last two things. Borders for Dark Dimension. They are fire.
They're fire, man. I didn't go for the purple. I didn't go that much for the green, but I am going to go hard on that because you can't. So we found this out. You cannot switch this out. Please fix this, Scopely. So if you want to swap between frames, you can only get the most recent one you claimed.
So this one right here looks a little better than this one. So I cannot like just skip over this one. I got to use.
Yeah, so what'll happen is, even more importantly, if you wanted to keep the green one and you did Dark Dimension 5 and you accepted I see. Except the frame, you can't change it. That's something they're going to have to change.
But these look nice. These look really, really nice. I might actually do more than 2 Dark Dimension runs just for this because this looks really good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Quick thing, Magik. We had a profile picture of Magik coming to the game.
Oh, no, you did it. Oh, my God, you did it. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen? All right, what are your thoughts on Magik? What can you tell us? If you can't tell us anything, that's fine, too. Just say no comment. But what can you tell us about Magik? What are your thoughts on Magik?
Awesome.
I can't wait. All right. We'll take that as a no comment.
Honest to God, this has been a character I've been excited for well over a year.
Cool. All right. Last thing before I let you get out of here, Spider Supreme. We've seen this in Datamines for a long time. There's been rumors of Spider people coming in December. Do you think this solidifies Spider-Man coming to the game, or Spider people coming to the game next month? Next batch.
We'll have to see, because there was definitely some alternate universe stuff that could be happening. We saw that costume in the trailer. Is that Spider Supreme?
It says Spider Supreme. Yeah.
Like the Sorcerer Supreme? Who knows? Maybe they're leading into that.
It's all data mines.
All I gotta say is this could be an original character. This could be literally a placeholder for something else to make us speculate. But at the end of the day, I have to run. See you later, bud.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We're going to go check out the Spider-Man trailer. We're going to check out the Hawkeye trailer, get the series hype. I'm very hyped for this next Christmas thing to go along with Die Hard.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Remanx. I will see you next time, brother. The Hulk fist bump.
I'll see you later, man.
See you later. Thank you for joining me.
I was right the first time.
Here we go. All right. But this video is continuing. We're going to take a look at a couple trailers. I'm going to give my hype for this Hawkeye series coming in Disney Plus next week. Also going to take a look at the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. If you don't want to see that, spoiler warning right now, guys. I will see you next week. Thank you guys for watching the video. But let's take a look at these because I am very excited for Hawkeye coming to Disney Plus. Been looking forward to this for a while. Looks like we're getting a lot of new characters. We're getting the Kate Bishop. We're getting some kind of events in Marvel Strike Force related to Hawkeye. We got that Hawkeye costume that it looks like with this Ikaris event, we'll be able to get some bits, some flash bits for our characters to unlock that costume. Not sure if Kate Bishop is going to come to Marvel Strike Force. I think this would be a good addition. Maybe down the road for some other teams, maybe a revamp for this Young Avenger team. We do have Miss Marvel having her own TV series sometime in 2022 as well. So maybe Kate Bishop reworks the Miss Marvel, reworks that Young Avengers team potential. But as far as just the series, I like this as far as a holiday event that we're going to be watching with the family. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be a very good one. And now on to the Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer released a little earlier this week. Lots of great villains. I think the thing that people were expecting or at least hoping for, some images of Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, not here. So still, let the speculation continue with this. No rumors of, or no shots of Charlie Cox, the character that played, or the actor that played Daredevil in the Netflix series. We've saw some screenshots of him in some leaked screenshots, but yeah, nothing here. But we see a lot of villains. If we go and fast forward this, we see a bunch of villains. We see Electro. We see some lightning there. We see a new outfit for Spider-Man. We see Doc Ock's tentacles and yes, different Spider-Man. As we fast forward this closer to the end, we see more of this costume here with some of those Doctor Strange wristbands around him. And as far as the end, it's a little more apparent in the Brazilian trailer, but Lizard gets punched by a mysterious character there. There's Green Goblin. There we see more Green Goblin. There's Happy. We see Electro there. We see Sandman. In this clip here, we see the Lizard. There is Sandman right here. There's the Lizard. And in this next one coming up, this goes for a little longer. And we see that Lizard right there actually get punched in the Brazilian trailer. And that leads to a couple speculations from people. Is that Ant-Man that is punching him? A very mini Ant-Man? Or was that another Spider-Man? Maybe a Tobey Maguire, maybe an Andrew Garfield punching him, and that got edited to be released from the trailer. Let me know your thoughts, guys. But that is it for me on this news video. It's a shame Remanx could not join us for the end of this video, but big shout out to Remanx. All the links to his channel and everything will be down below. Thank you guys for joining me on your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update this week. If this video was helpful for you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell, guys. Join your notification squad and give this video a like. It helps with the algorithm. And check out the links for Amazon coins. Coins.valleyflyin.com. You also have the full link down below. If you want to save some money on all your Black Friday purchases, you can save up to 20% off with Amazon coins, guys. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back in the hot tub for the ValleyFlyin in the morning show on Twitch. So I will see you guys then. Have a great rest of your day. Give me a Hulk fist, but before you go, check me out on social media, and I will see you guys next time. ValleyFlyin out.